What's up, everyone? We are live at 5. It is Thursday, April 4th. I'm Paul Wontorek.
And I'm Ryan Lee Gilbert.
And we're joined by Caitlin Moynihan.
Hello.
Who's very famous today. We're going to talk to her
We're going to talk
about
all
Thank you.
about it. Yeah.
And oh my God, super
Guys,
popular guest.
Yes, Broadway.com Audience Choice Award winner.
Yes.
Will Roland is here, star of
Be More Chill. You love
Yes.
it. You love him. He's been here before.
He has.
And now he's leading a big hit Broadway musical.
Absolutely.
So he's still talking to us. It's good. We'll get
still
to
friends.
Mr. Roland, but first today's top 5.
We found out who else is going back to the 20th century.
Yes, Roundabout is hosting a benefit revival of 20th Century, starring Alec Baldwin and Anne Heche, and we found out who else will be joining them. Julie Halston, who's also currently playing over in Tootsie at the Marquis Theater. Dan Butler and Stephen DeRosa will be reprising their turns as Ida Webb, Owen O'Malley, and First Beard. Also joining them are
First Beard?
First Beard.
What a name.
First Beard.
Right?
Okay.
Also joining them are Paul Alexander Nolan as Dr. Grover Lockwood and Henry Winkler as Matthew Clark.
I didn't know
Big
that.
stars, big names. This will be a lot of fun. This is happening April 29th at Studio 54, currently home of Kiss Me Kate, of course. Happening at 7:30. Walter Bobby is repeating his work as director as well. Additional casting will be coming soon, but big stars, big names for this benefit reading.
It's set on a train.
It is set on a train. It's the basis for On the 20th Century, which Kristen Chenoweth, Peter Gallagher, and Andy Carl did not too long ago. So, yeah, it's fun. Zany.
And this lady is getting on her feet again.
Hey, Christy Prades.
We love Kristen
Get back
Prades.
in the
Yes.
what is the tights and the sequins.
Yeah,
Sequins.
1, 2, 3.
Get your tambourine out because On Your Feet still needs you. You will be
Absolutely.
playing Gloria Estefan in the West End premiere of this musical. This is very exciting.
It is.
She was in the national tour,
Yep.
And she did that for
Yeah.
like a good.
Hung out with her on opening night in Miami. She did it for
That's
over
right,
a year.
we
Yeah,
did.
we were there.
That was a
Yeah.
big party.
It was. It was.
People
It was
were drinking.
People were
Inside joke. Sorry. It's going to the West End at the London Coliseum, June 14th through August 31st, following a 7-performance run at the Curve in Leicester?
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 Sure.
Sure.
And also, certain performances, the role of Gloria Estefan will be played by Philippa Stefani. She will be joined by, George, I hope I can say your name, Ianides as Emilio,
Yeah.
Madalena Alberto as Gloria Fajardo, the mom, and Karen Mann as Consuelo, grandma. This is Jerry Mitchell, of course, is repeating his role as director. Sergio Trujillo, who's having a big moment
having
right
a
now.
big moment. Ain't too
Ain't Too
proud.
Proud.
My
Proud.
goodness.
Get ready for a Tony nomination for that. Anyway, congratulations, Christy. You're going to the West End, and we'll probably see you there.
Yeah.
So come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga.
That's wow.
That was amazing. And we found out who else is going to the Piazza.
Yeah, this is crazy. The London debut of The Light in the Piazza is happening very soon. And we already knew that Renee Fleming and Dove Cameron, who we're a little obsessed with, they will be starring in The Light in the Piazza. And they'll be joined by 3-time Olivier Award winner Alex Jennings. He will be playing Signor Nacarelli. He won Olivier's for Too Clever by Half, Peer Gynt, and My Fair Lady. This production of Light in the Piazza will be playing for only 20 performances at the South Bank Center's Royal Festival Hall. It'll begin on June 14th and will play through July 5th. So you don't have much time to see The Light in the Piazza. It's incredible. You should definitely go see it. Of course, it premiered in Broadway in 2005. I'm a big fan. I love it. And I'm
Sounds
excited
like
for
we
this.
need to go to London after
I
the
know.
Tony
No
Awards.
kidding. I want to go hang out with Renee Fleming and Dove Cameron.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
And it is a beautiful morning indeed because we got a first look at Oklahoma.
Well, I'm super excited because I'm going to see Oklahoma tonight.
You're going to love it.
Oh, my goodness.
And I haven't seen it since Bard College. I saw the
Yeah.
first production of this
Wow.
revisal that Daniel Fish has directed, and now it's at Circle in the Square Theater.
Yes.
And we've been seeing Ali Stroker sing Can't Say No on TV
No, people
multiple
are very
times.
excited for this. It's highly anticipated.
Of course, the exciting thing
The
is
true
that
news here.
the production photos have been released, and it's a strange show to shoot production photos
Right.
of because the Circle in the Square, of course, has audience members. Wherever you're sitting, sometimes if you see a show that's not very good, you just end up watching the drama of whoever's sitting across from you.
Yes.
Yes.
But
True.
Once in This Island's been there, so I haven't even
Yeah.
looked at the audience.
No.
And
no.
tonight I don't plan on
You won't.
doing that
You're not
either.
gonna
You
have
won't.
But so you can see audience members in the
Yeah.
production photos, and our very own Caitlin Moynihan
Yes,
My
I'm
just
there.
shared with me that her body,
It's about.
not her face, is
It
in
was
the
a poor
photos.
It's about this
phrasing.
much.
It
This
was
is a
a
big
poor
moment.
phrasing. Me and our illustrator Ryan Casey. We
Ryan Casey.
We were at the final dress rehearsal when they were taking all the photos. And I could see someone that you could see this person's full face. Jesus, he also works here. You see his whole face, and we were sitting right behind him. So you just see from like our noses
Did
down.
your body sign a release?
I don't remember.
Jesse Tyler Ferguson
Jesse Tyler
was
Ferguson was
also
also there, so you can
He's in
see
a
his.
few
Well, Jesse Tyler Ferguson is in Oklahoma.
He's
Apparently.
in
there every
Oklahoma.
night. He sits in the same seat every
You can
night.
see it. Fourth row
part
back
of the
from the
production.
left side.
Yeah.
No, but it's amazing. You'll have so much fun
It's
tonight.
super exciting, and of course this opens on Sunday.
Yes,
so it's
very
the final
soon.
run-up
Yeah.
to opening night.
And congratulations are in order because another play starting previews tonight.
Yes, one of my favorite plays, All My Sons, Arthur Miller's All My Sons, that is, of course, starring Tracy Letts and Annette Bening, begins previews tonight at the Roundabouts American Airlines Theater. Of course, the show also stars Benjamin Walker, Chinasa Ogbuagu, Michael
Good
Hayden,
job.
thank you, Nahal Joshi, Jenny Barber, Hampton Fluker, and Francesca Carpanini. Super exciting. It will officially open on April 22nd, but you can start seeing it now. It's set post-World War II, family drama, very
Drama.
serious drama, capital
Drama.
D. Very exciting show. And there's also a couple
No,
of...
wait. I'm a
Yeah.
big Warren Beatty fan.
Yeah,
I've been like a
absolutely.
Warren Beatty fan
Yeah.
my whole life. So if
Super
I go to the
handsome.
American Airlines Theater tonight, will he be in the audience?
I think he will, and he's going to be in the
I'm sure.
production photos as
So
well.
so I can either go see Jesse Tyler Ferguson in Oklahoma
right.
or Warren
Go
Beatty
see
at All
Warren
My
Beatty.
Sons.
Yeah. Oh, I love
Anyway,
Warren
I'm
Beatty.
sorry,
Yeah.
but there's another
Yeah.
big event tonight.
Another big event tonight, King Lear is opening
Ah.
on Broadway. Glenda Jackson doing just an unbelievable performance
Yeah.
and feat in that show.
Yeah.
That opens tonight at the Golden Theater.
Yep.
And there is a new episode.
No.
What?
It's not the Golden.
Court.
It's the Court.
It's the court.
Is it?
It's across from Chipotle.
Oh my God.
That's how I know. That's how Will Roland knows too. But close.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
believe
No,
your
I-
icon
I
Hillary
was going to
Clinton's
say, I
at the
feel like
Golden.
I believe you are
I
right.
believe
Yes.
Hillary Clinton is at the Golden.
Yes,
I thought-
she
yeah,
is.
we'll have to. Yeah, you're
You're
absolutely
still
right.
with her.
I'm still with her. There's also, speaking of, there is also a new episode of Gideon Glick's vlog. What's the Dill?
What's the deal?
They go to
We have
the
one more
DC.
left.
They did a reading of the play of parts
That's
of the play.
already in the new episode? They
Yeah.
just
He took
did
it
that.
with him. He just did
Wow.
it. Yeah, Gideon. He's on top
He's
of that
fast.
vlog.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Gideon Glick.
So you can watch that as well. All right, I need to go relearn
You
all
do.
of my Broadway theaters.
Okay.
I apologize.
Go study up.
Yep.
Which
Thank you.
theater is Be More Chill at?
Be More Chill is at the Lyceum
There
Theater.
you
Absolutely.
go.
Yes.
Thank you,
My
Ryan.
pleasure.
Hey, Caitlin, tell us more about today's guest.
Yes, we have the Will Roland in the studio with us today. He is currently starring in Be More Chill. Have you heard of it? Because it is everywhere. It just earned a Lucille Lortel nomination for its off-Broadway run that Will also starred in. You may have seen him on Broadway, another really small show called Dear Evan Hansen. Maybe you've heard of it. He's been seen on TV in Billions, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Red Oaks, and a whole lot more. Follow him on Twitter at Will_Roland, and then on Instagram at Will_Roland. Make sure you follow him on both. He has a lot of content. Leave all of your questions in the comments below, and please welcome Will and Paul.
Thank you, Caitlin. A lot of underscores happening.
Yeah.
I-
Well, you can't use spaces in those things.
I know, I'm sorry.
You always have to make a decision because I have a first name and a last name,
It happens.
and actually in my Instagram handle is because I got on Instagram because so many people were pretending to be me on
Oh.
Instagram, and so
At what
my
point? When
handle
you were in
is,
Dear Evan Hansen?
yeah, it was like Dear Evan Hansen had been around for a while. It
Yeah.
had become what Dear Evan Hansen is now, and I was like this account is actually Will Roland.
Actually, me. You and Patty LaPone are actually on social
my-
now.
I
Thank you
wish.
for wearing a blazer.
Oh, thank you. You
I
got to dress it up for
appreciate
Alive at 5.
I know. I love it. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
You must be doing good.
I'm doing great.
Because Be More Chill is here. You are a leading man on the Broadway. We love that. You, of course, had an amazing run in Dear Evan Hansen. And now, do you feel like, how's it different to be, do you feel like you have to like lead the company a little bit more?
This is way harder. This is like I'm working so much harder than I was
Well, you got
before.
to be really funny and have your little moments in Dear Evan Hansen.
I was like, I would come off after Sincerely Me,
Yeah.
which was, 90 seconds of dancing in a short sleeve shirt, and I'd be like, oh, it's really hot today. And then I'd climb my 4 flights of stairs to my dressing room and be like, oh, these stairs. And now I'm like, I spend 90 minutes on stage in a cardigan.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I come off stairs and they just ring me out on my way up to my dressing room.
So
So I'm working a lot
exhausted?
harder.
Are you exhausted?
Yeah, I'm exhausted, but I'm truly having the time of my life.
Yeah.
I'm having so much fun. I love the people that I work with,
Yeah.
both at the theater and outside of it. And so
Yeah.
it's just, I'm truly having the best time of my life.
Well, yeah, what is the energy like with that company? I mean, the journey of the show has been really fascinating, and just even from off-Broadway to Broadway has been amazing to see. Well, how is everybody feeling? Like,
It's great. I mean, everyone's having such a great time. It's we've got there are 10 onstage cast members and 6 covers and a great crew, and so many of us have known each other for a very long time. My longest relationship in the show is with Lauren Marcus. We corresponded about my admission to NYU 13 years ago when she was a student there and I was applying.
Wait, what do you mean? Like, how did you get matched up with her?
Like she worked in the office at NYU Steinhardt's vocal performance program. She was like it was like a work study situation where she made like $8 an hour, and I was applying to go to college there. And I called her Professor Marcus in a bunch of emails. It's like It's very funny.
That is crazy.
Yeah, and then and that's my longest relationship. But I mean, I've known a lot of these people for a decade or most of a decade, and it feels like we feel like people use the word family a lot, and like it really gets bandied about on Broadway. But we really do feel like a family, like a big group of wonderful, talented weirdos.
Yeah.
And we love going to work every night. The show is fun. The people are great.
I was going to say, it seems like such a fun show to actually perform. It has that great, I use the word slapdash in the best way.
Yeah.
Because it's
Scrappy.
actually really slick and put together beautifully. But it has that really fun energy in the plot and in the music and in the dialogue and the acting and all of that. Like, it just really has that like play.
Yeah, I think we're
factor.
trying to, I think that the, part of what we're trying to do is capture this kind of, joyous, controlled, carefully coordinated freneticism. Like the energy of these young people that we play are like, they just like cannot be contained in any moment. And so, we definitely try to infuse the production with a healthy dose of that.
Yeah.
There's lots of plays that take place in living rooms on unit sets. They are available. Go to them if that's what you want. But we're here to like. We're blowing the roof off the joint.
Yes, you are, and there's some. It's. I mean, I love the little shop of horrors element. I mean, Joe Conti very openly says like definitely there's a grain of that in there.
It's very much meant to be an homage to that.
Yeah, in a beautiful way. And I remember there used to be a lot of sort of like sci-fi flavored musicals, and I haven't seen one in a while. So it's fun to sort of like go back to that and just do something so like outrageous from the real world.
I mean, it's the thing that I love about it is that the sci-fi element allows us to play in this magical way that just allows the rules of our world to be a little bit more exciting than are accessible to you in a hyper-realistic play. It's got that Brigadoon thing going on, where or like Finian's Rainbow. I mean, these great classic shows that involve magic and things like that. And the other thing that's so great about it is like. The sci-fi journey, especially in regards to being an homage to Little Shop, allows us to tell a story that I don't think anyone is surprised when things work out in the end, when we defeat the enemy and he gets the girl and all that stuff. But what we get to do is live in that that defined story and really sort of play within it and subvert it at interesting moments. And I think that like our Christine is so the opposite of the damsel in distress that you find in those moments. And Jeremy is very much I'm like very much in a long line of like heroic schlubs in these kind of movies, these sort of dopes who have to rise and like save the world. And I think that to me is like my favorite thing to get to do.
Is there anything schlubby about you and your past? Did you consider yourself a schlub? You don't seem like one.
I've never been. I would never describe myself as schlubby. I'm a little bit of a slob sometimes.
Are you?
My apartment is a mess right now. It's been a mess
you've been doing a lot.
Yeah, well, and like, and my fiance and I were like, oh, well, we'll clean it when we open the show. Okay, we'll clean it later. It's like we'll clean it after the Tonys. Like it's just like we're never gonna clean it. But we're working very hard. So we're getting through.
You'll get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe Iconis is someone.
Never heard of her.
Who is she?
Who's that?
When did you first meet him? And when did you first perform any of his work?
I met Joe Conti 6 weeks into my freshman year at NYU.
Oh, wow.
He came to talk to the freshman the whole vocal performance program. I was a freshman. About, he was just talking about new musical theater and, what he likes and what he's looking for and, his opinions on the industry. And they brought a bunch of professionals in to talk to us over the course of that year to say, like, I work in the theater and this is what I'm into. But I was there, I was wearing like a corduroy suit, sitting in the front row, and I went truly nuts. I was like, this guy is unlike anyone I've ever met before, and his music struck me so hugely. And I like called my mom, and I was like, Mom, I met this cool guy in class today, and I got his email, and I'm gonna email him about music, and then I'm gonna go to he's got a show in a couple weeks, so I'm gonna go to that.
Start his Broadway debut someday.
I mean, that was the goal at the time. Yeah. That was definitely the goal. And then and then Joe and I sort of orbited each other. He would come see the shows at NYU, and I would see his stuff. And finally, my senior year, it was like early December. And I got a call from John Simpkins, who works with Joe a lot. He's a director, and John was a teacher at our program. And John was like, hey, somebody just dropped out of the Christmas show at Ars Nova. It's in 2 days. Can you come do this? And I was like, yes. And so I was like, finally, I'm and I made my Joe Iconisant family debut in the 3rd annual Christmas Spectacular. Wow. We just did number 11 this past year.
Wow.
At Ars Nova, up in that, I don't know if you've ever been to that like apartment upstairs at Ars Nova.
Yeah.
That was where we did the Christmas show that year. Yeah.
Wow. So you were like 10 then, because you're super
yeah, right,
young.
because I'm 16 now. But that was 2010, and then we worked together on the Black Suits in 2012 and 2013, and I've done readings of every show that he's written since then. Even ones that I would like never be in, like Broadway Bounty Hunter. But I did do the very, very first reading of Be More Chill.
Oh, wow.
Like 2 blocks from here before I departed the production and when it went into like sort of real development.
Wow.
And then I rejoined for Off-Broadway. But it's a long, long journey between me and Joe and me and this show and
That's amazing.
all these people.
Fantastic. So were you unpopular? Let's talk about I feel like you probably weren't unpopular.
I had a pretty good time. Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, you seem like
okay.
somebody very well adjusted who would be friends with everybody.
I was a really small middle schooler.
Okay.
But I sort of quickly found the people who would be wonderful allies and friends to me, and they sort of helped me overcome my physical stature. And then once I was in high school, I went to a high school that had a great theater program, and like doing theater was not like a thing that you would get made fun of for doing.
Right.
And so like I had like wonderful features in plays where I could like, do a thing that I was really good at. And that led to like, I would like host pep rallies and stuff like that. And so I was never a particularly physical young man. But I had a sort of container that allowed me to thrive.
Right.
I had a lot of really nice, I had good people at the right moments taking care of me and helping me feel loved.
What was your biggest high school stage triumph?
When I was a senior, we did. We're not in a theater. When I was a senior, we did Macbeth. And I played the titular role.
Wow.
Which is a big. That's a hefty thing.
That's amazing.
Much like Hamlet, Macbeth has 7 soliloquies.
Wow.
And we did a whole ton of like the whole aesthetic of the production was this like Mad Max kind of. We were all in like leather and tight jeans and big combat boots, and it was very post-apocalyptic. And we did a ton of. We had like a stage combat guy come in and do like a multiple week-long workshop with a bunch of us. Oh, cool. And so we all learned how to fight with like bow stabs and tonfa and like all sorts of like cool sort of improvised feeling weapons. It was the craziest thing. I like dyed my hair for it. I got in shape in a way that I'd never been in shape before. No, it was like I was very hugely committed to being as good as I could be at that moment in my career. And I'm very proud of it.
Okay, we're gonna get to the fan questions, but I want to ask you, what's your dream? Like, where do you want to be in 10 years? What's the dream scenario?
The only thing I know, because I never could have imagined even 5 years ago, like what I'd be doing right now, and what has happened in the last couple of years. Here's what I know are my guiding principles. I love to create new stuff that that be that sort of straight plays or musicals or film and television. I love doing all that work. I love working with writers and directors. And so my like hope of hopes is that like some maybe like a brilliant like writer comes to see Be More Chill and is like really excited about my work in that, and then I get to be the next like Michael Scott. Like that sort of, I would love to do like a Steve Carell kind of thing and like be like some lovable, weird guy who's trying.
So someone watching this should start writing something.
Adam McKay, Mike Schur, if you're watching.
And there's time.
There's time.
Reading, workshop. I mean, he's busy now, but just like mention it to him at the stage door.
I'd love to play like a dad who like finds out that he has a baby. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Like some crazy fling, and then like the baby shows up on his doorstep, and he has to like.
Mexican movie like that?
There's a million movies like that, but it doesn't need to be a new concept to be
not
good
on Broadway.
Correct.
Fresh to Broadway.
I would do it on Broadway. I would do it as a very dramatic film about me like comically navigating like being a dad. Whoa, and like I think that I'm really jazzed to play a dad as soon as possible. I think dads are complicated and cool.
You just want to go right into that. I mean,
I would like to flip it
very
like a
convincingly
pancake.
play a high school kid.
Well, yeah, but like who, with all due respect, like who wants to watch art about like 20-somethings? Oh man, college is so hard. I don't get to all my classes on time. Like, no, we care about children, we care about parents, and I want to flip that pancake.
I like that.
Like that.
Hey, Caitlin Moynihan,
Hello.
famous from the Oklahoma photos.
I know you. Wait,
You
haven't
recognized
I
her
seen
body,
your
didn't
neck
you?
and torso? I think I saw it on the internet this
Do you have
morning.
pictures? I'll sign autographs later.
Beautiful.
Thank you
I've
so
always
much.
got a Sharpie on
I'm
my
doing
person.
my job right now. Okay.
What are the people saying?
Yes. So Alec would like to know that what has been the biggest difference you've noticed from doing the show off Broadway versus now doing it on Broadway?
More seats.
Yeah,
More
way
seats,
more
way
seats.
bigger.
What we did was we took, there are 3 times as many seats as there used to be. No, what's really exciting is the way that the audience demographic has shifted. I think that Be More Chill obviously had a lot of fans going into the off-Broadway run, and a lot of those fans got very excited about being able to see the show, and so the whole run was sold out in advance, and basically every night we had like a lot of fans as a percentage of audience. But now we're reaching this point in the run where I would say like there are still every night like diehard Be More Chill fans there, but there are a lot fewer of them in the makeup of things. And so like the top of show is like, like there were times like the first weekend of performances, I'd come out on stage and it was like, like it just truly like the theater was going to crumble from the applause.
Spoiled.
I got really but what's exciting is that doesn't have, there's way less entrance applause for me and the other characters.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen, and people are sort of like, what is this show?
by
I
the
don't
end,
know.
they like
I don't
it.
know every word of this. Yeah, but then by the end, people are totally on the ride with us, which is so exciting to know that people who don't come in predisposed to like the piece are just gobbling it up every night.
Which tells you that you're actually good, not just that you're you. And in this show,
it's nice to know that the work you're doing is good and it's not just beloved in advance. Yeah, it's nice to win people over.
I get it. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations. And you recorded.
We did. It's out very soon.
Yeah.
I don't know when.
Did you hear it?
But
yet?
very soon. I haven't heard a bit of it.
Yeah.
But I know I did a good job. I walked out being like, this was a good couple days. I did a good job. I'm happy with this. Whatever it sounds like is going to be as good as it can be.
Yeah. Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Coolio. We'll do one last question. So Danica wants to know, this is a hard one. Do you have a favorite Joe Icona song?
Oh, God. That is a hard one.
It's a tough one.
I think today my favorite Joe Icona song is this song called Try Again that Joe wrote right after Be More Chill had closed at Two River. It's a great listen for anyone who has ever had anything go not like they planned. It's a beautiful, simple song.
Try again, meaning that the run wasn't what he thought it was going to be.
The song. I mean, it's not.
the
It's
show,
not
for
like
people who
I
don't
wrote a
know.
musical and it closed. It's a little bit more abstract than that. But it's no.
I mean,
It's
it
like
sounds like very like.
let's see. One of the chorus goes, "Someone else's success is not your failure, except when it is. Like if you're an actor and another actor gets the part you auditioned for, well then it is." And then it goes on and on and on to this chorus that's about try and try and try and try. It's about trying. It's about even when things don't go like you want, you got to keep trying.
You're on a really nice roll. I mean,
I am on a really nice
roll. You must
roll.
feel good. Do you
I
feel
do.
like very secure in like your career?
Oh my God, not even sort of. No, I feel like I'm. Have you ever skipped a stone, Paul? I feel like I am skipping a stone
I
right
can't
now.
skip stones, so
Well, that's what I'm doing with my whole career right now. I'm a rock skimming across a lake, and I just want to see how many more times it can bounce before I sink to the bottom. But I'm really good at skipping stones, so let's see how we can do. But no,
Yeah.
I'm on a very good roll right now, and
Yeah.
hopefully it lasts forever.
Roland on a roll.
How dare you.
Sorry.
You had to-
Roland, roll, and then
Throw this
Tina the musical's coming. Roland,
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. No, I mean it. I'm
Hold on,
a big Tina
yeah.
fan.
Well, congratulations on
Thank you.
everything. You have a show tonight.
We do.
Right,
In
so-
moments.
You got and like any minute.
Yeah.
You're not gonna wear that blazer. That's a pressed blazer.
This is my Live at 5 blazer.
You look nice. I like it. Thank you. Thank you for wearing blue. It's kind of our. It's
Yeah,
like
I
my
get
thing.
it.
It's my thing.
I
So
watched the
thank-
show. I know.
Thank, thank you, Will Roland. Everyone, go see Be More Chill at the Lyceum Theater. It's fantastic. Caitlin, why don't you take us out?
Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We are live at 5 every single day on Facebook. You can listen to us wherever you get your podcasts by searching for hashtag live at 5 and hitting that subscribe button. Be sure to tune in tomorrow when we talk to Emily Burgle of The Ferryman.